2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker. Unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
We welcome you into the final game of the 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Joel Hillsman alongside Sylvester Williams. It'll be the host North Gwinnett Bulldogs taking on the Etowah Eagles. Etowah coming in at 0-1, losing their season opener yesterday here in the Jared Cook Classic to the Cedar Shoals Jaguars. North Gwinnett, a come-from-behind victory and held on for the victory over Central Gwinnett yesterday in their game here in the North Gwinnett Gymnasium here in Swanee, Georgia. North Gwinnett will be in the white. Etowah, they are in the gray. And Etowah wins the tip. The starting lineup for Etowah: number 5, Lewis Simonson; number 11, Jackson Etter; number 22, Carter Ingersoll; number 23, Adrian Cohen; and number 24, Julian Baldwin. For the North Gwinnett Bulldogs, their starting lineup will be Tyler Goodson, number 0; number 3, entering the starting lineup, Cameron Rowland; number 5, Ethan Smith; number 15, Brandon Maffey; and number 24, Mikey Joseph. And a turnover for Etowah to start it off.
Look out for Ethan Smith. He put on a display, a clinic from three-point land last night.
Surely did. 6 3 balls, and he finished with a game-high 20 points in the victory over Central Gwinnett. Cam Rowland came off the bench in the season opener, shoots that 3 and misses it no good. So here comes Etowah back this way. Etowah head coach Alan Whitehart. First season at Etowah, and this will be his second game as the bench boss. A 3 ball, good by Lewis Simonson. Head coach Matt Garner, head coach of North Gwinnett, a long lineage here with the program. Ethan Smith trapped. They kick it out and a turnover. And he threw it 3 rows back.
He hit the camera there on that one.
Yes, sure
watch
did.
out for that one.
That's okay. We got good insurance, I've heard.
Okay.
We got good SUVtv insurance. A turnover for North Gwinnett. Here's Cohen. Cohen got the big upside that they're wanting to see, and talked to Coach Whitehurst. You want to see the consistency. He had some things going well for him this summer. Ingersoll, who did not start yesterday, entered the starting lineup today in replace of Cam Hickey, who still will play. There's a drive, put it up. Etter, no. Offensive foul, a player control foul on Jackson Etter.
Player control foul. When the player is out of control.
Cameron Rowland, the sophomore, of course, had a strong summer and came in yesterday in the game over Central Gwinnett, in which they won the ball game. I mentioned, came off the bench. There's a long 3 by Joseph. No good. Rebound going to rip down by Ingersoll. He came in and got 10 points off the bench, so now enters the starting lineup today.
Got his hair done
Yes.
today, too.
Yes. Got it done today, tonight, one of them.
Went to the barbershop.
No, he didn't go to the barbershop. That's the girlfriend. That's the girlfriend.
Okay,
that's the girlfriend. Yeah.
Took care of that one.
That's the girlfriend.
Okay. Or the mama. He's in the 10th grade. 10th grade.
The girlfriend.
His mama might have did it for him.
Yeah, or sister.
Sister or sister.
Cousin.
10th grade. 10th grade.
Pookie them.
Somebody.
Ray. Turnover. No. Nope, it's going to stay here. It was tipped by Etowah. Having fun with you, Mr. Rowan. We know you're going to be a factor for this North Gwinnett ball club and can fill it up as well.
I'm looking at the game between Rowland and Adrian Cowan. Cowan put his hand on Roland's stomach, you know, just to feel where he was. Roland slaps it away. Cowan puts his hand back and slaps it away. They do that about 5 or 6 times.
Missed the 3, but put back in by Carter Ingersoll. Ingersoll had good productive minutes off of the bench yesterday in the loss to Cedar Shoals for Etowah. Did not score, but was very productive in what he did, so now he gets that first hoop there. There's Rowan driving, kicked it off to Mayfield. Mayfield up. No, traveling violation. A turnover.
You know, Mayfield's a space eater. You know, he's a big guy in the middle. He's a space eater. You know, I'm not too confident with the ball in his hand, with him moving around with it. But he's that guy. He's going to get you some hard rebounds. He'll clear out a lot of space in the post.
8 points yesterday against Central Gwinnett. Swinging over to the right side, there's Simonson. Simonson kicks it back to Eder. Eder now to Cohen. Adrian Cohen holds it out between the rings. Now going to go to the left, gives it off to Baldwin. Baldwin across the lane, now kicks it over. There's a long 3 by Ingersoll. No good. Cohen on the offensive rebound. Put it up. Got it blocked from behind. Baldwin recovered it. No. Ingersoll on the glass again. Up and in good. Coach Whitehart made the decision to go with Ingersoll in the starting lineup, and it's paying dividends. Etowah off to a 7-0 lead with 4.5 to go. And now they're going to bring that gunslinger into the game and get ready to, Nick Nagy. There's a drive by Rowan. Rowan down the lane, floats it up. They're going to be short. Rebound comes down to Simonson. Simonson now gets it up to Eder.
Roland's been aggressive this game.
Yeah, confident now. He got the nod into the starting lineup. There's a jump by Baldwin. Good. Julian Baldwin with the jumper. And a timeout called by North Gwinnett head coach, a 30-second timeout with 4:05 to go. And Etowah shooting out of the gate with a 9-0 lead.
Pitching a shutout. You know, now I think it's time for North Gwinnett just to calm down. It's 9-0, you know, first quarter. It doesn't really mean anything. Doesn't mean much. Whole lot of game to go. So North Gwinnett just needs to calm down a little bit. Let's get back into this thing. It's no 9-point shots. Take your time. You know, how do you cut down a big tree? One stroke at a time.
So out of the timeout now, into the contest is Josh Downs. Now Downs is who started yesterday, and also Elijah Scott. So just making wholesale substitution. Chandler Johnston is in as well. So we're going to try to find something. Ryan Smith, that unit unable to get it done. So 4 wholesale substitutions for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. There's Nagy. Nagy to Cohen. Cohen caught it, then pull it. Nagy will put it on the floor. Downs tipped the ball. Now going to try to get in there. Ryan Smith on the floor. Good save. And now he gets it up to Johnson, who gives it over to Josh Downs. Brand new 5 out there minus Ethan Smith. Smith remained in the contest. Coach Gardner not pleased with the start of the ball game from his starters. Ethan Smith tried to hit Johnson on the pass. Then they're going to bring it back out. Here's Elijah Scott. Scott spins right into the double team. Back over to Ryan Smith. Smith holds it now to Scott. Etowah now trying to fill themselves up defensively a little bit. Cohen is really all in. Ethan Smith bounces it over now. And there is Scott. Scott holding in that right corner over to Ryan Smith. Etowah defense now at the moment. Playing sound defense. And a little bit of Etowah bench over here making some noise in the crowd across the way that's got Eagle gear on. Nothing going to the hoop. He traveled, no call. Scott driving and got fouled.
You might think this is an Etowah home game.
In North Gwinnett's home floor.
I'm telling you.
Nick Nagy with the foul, his first, and the team's second.
A lot of excitement from the bench. Everybody standing up, clapping their hands.
Free throw rolled off, no good for Elijah Scott. Substitution now. Johnston will go out. Rowland will come back in. So now going to go with Rowan and Downs to the backcourt. Scott, Smith, and Smith. Ryan Smith and Ethan Smith. The 5 on the floor. Missed both free throws. No good. Still have yet to crack the seal on the scoring with 2.5 to go. Zakiya Lowe is also into the contest now for the Etowah Eagles. Here's Cohen. Cohen holds it at the top. Looks, puts it on the floor with the hard pound dribble to Baldwin. Baldwin now over to Hickey. Hickey down the lane, layup no good. Tipped by Baldwin, good. Julian Baldwin, offensive rebound and put back on the tip. 11-0 out the shoot of the Eagles.
And Adrian Cohen is just in the back pocket of Ethan Smith. He hadn't left him yet. Oh, in the passing lane.
Stole, low, on a break, layup, good. Racing out to a 13-0 lead. 1:55 to go, and Coach Mount Gardner is going to call another timeout with 1:50 to go. He is not pleased. It'll be another 30-second timeout with 1:50 to go. And it's 13-0 in this first quarter. And he's used two 30-second timeouts.
You know, right now I'm just so interested in the matchup between Adrian Cohen and Smith and Ethan Smith. Adrian Cohen has just stayed in the back pocket of Ethan Smith from the moment he's walked on the court. I'm talking about straight up man-to-man, not leaving him. He's not even playing help side defense when the ball is away from him. That's how close he's staying to Ethan Smith.
Yeah, Ethan Smith, we mentioned it. And Ryan Smith comes out of the huddle, tell him to calm down. But that's the thing. They're down 13-0. Now, he can shoot them back into this ball game, but outstanding job of bringing out the defensive effort from Cohen. Cohen got in early foul trouble yesterday in their opener and didn't score in the first half, then lit fire in that third quarter and had 10, but then fouled out and finished with 10. Baldwin didn't score in that first. This is an effort now. Rowan a 3 out of the timeout. Good, Cameron Rowan.
As soon as I say that, they switch up to a zone and they knock down a 3.
But what I like about that is defensively, if his job tonight is to take Smith away, I think he can do it. Smith with the steal. Smith got it in transition. North Gwinnett trying to get back in it. Here's Rowan. Rowan going to go down the baseline. Rowan dumped it off in the middle. He left his feet too early on the pass. Mikey Joseph tried to save it. Out of bounds, a turnover for North Gwinnett.
Just that quick, they switch back to a man-to-man. Just that quick. The way Cohen has been playing Smith tonight, I think if Smith goes to the restroom, Cohen's going to hand him the toilet tissue.
Might as well. Cohen on the right wing. There's Hickey. Hickey goes behind the back, stops. Low pass, but Cohen was able to get it under a minute. 10-point gain. Nagy, a 3 is short, no good. Cohen hustled it down, and it's saved now back to Smith. Smith to Rowan. Rowan into the forecourt. Now Rowan between the rings. Rowan going to go over. There's Joseph, a corner 3. It's good.
That's his shot over there on the wing. That's his shot. He can nail that corner 3. Hit a couple of them last night, too.
Oh, Etowah open with a 13-0 run, and now the North Gwinnett Bulldogs have answered with a 6-0 run. Hickey going to give it off. Here's Lowe. Lowe on the baseline being guarded by Smith. Out the ball when foul line jumper, banking hour.
The bank is open.
Made that deposit at the ATM.
It doesn't count unless he calls it.
Doesn't matter. 2 points just went up on the board, 15-6. With 14 seconds now, will North Gwinnett hold for 1. Rowan now gives it over to Ethan Smith. Smith has not had a shot.
Not a shot. He hadn't attempted a shot.
Rowan, cross-court pass to Smith. He's going to force that one up, though. Air ball, bounced off Joseph. He had to force it up. The clock was running down. We are at the end of the first quarter. It's all Etowah. They open with a 13-0 spurt. They lead 15-6. You're watching the Jared Cook Classic tip-off on SUVtv. Hey, welcome you back inside of North Gwinnett Gymnasium. The beginning of the second quarter, North Gwinnett in possession, and they're going to go with Mayfield. No good off that roll Rowan gets the rebound, back tack. There's Joseph out the downs, pump fake, stop, inside the arc, jumper, no good, bounced around. Baldwin gets the rebound and gives it over to Lowe. And Rowan shot the passing lane, stole it and saved it to Downs. Downs into the forecourt. Gonna attack the basket, nope. Gonna peel back out. Eder tried to trap him. Here comes Goodson. Goodson bounces it over to Joseph. Corner, three, good.
I told you that is his spot over there. That is his spot. Don't let him heat up from that corner.
He's got 2 threes, and both of them coming over there sitting in that right short corner. Here's Lowe. Lowe hands it off now to Simonson. Lewis Simonson goes around the arc. Not there, gives it over to Jackson Eder. Eder back out to Simonson with a minute gone by here in this first quarter. Simonson, 3-ball, smacked. Tyler Goodson blocked it and turned around and looked at him like, what were you doing? And Coach Garner was right there, didn't want him to get a taunting penalty or taunting tech, but hey, sometimes you just got to look at them.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to look at them. Let them know, hey, this is my gym.
Here's Cohen. Cohen still yet to score here in the contest. Over to Ingersoll. Ingersoll to a cutting. Eder down the lane, layup good. Jackson Eder. And I'm a fan of how Jackson spells his name. Parents did a good job, Mom and Dad. Jaxon. I like it. I like it. Here's Rowan. Rowan now picked up the dribble, and they're going to feed it inside the Mayfie. And a foul, and it'll be on Ingersoll. His first and the team's third. 17-9. Josh Down goes out. Ethan Smith is in, so he got a quick blow the first 90 seconds of the second quarter and then the in-between quarter break. Here's Goodson. Goodson now over to Rowan. A short corner three. Kaboom. Cam Rowan, a 3-ball.
The corner is hot.
Yes, it is. Their third three from that corner, their fourth three in the contest, 17-12. So they've cut that 13-point lead now down to 5. They came out, Joseph on the hedge, and he used the body, and it'll be a foul on Mikey Joseph.
Hey. Is that third base? Because it's the hot corner.
Might be. Might be.
Where's my rim shot? Where's my rim shot? I need a rim shot on that one.
Our producer, Lisa, does not have your drums available. Sorry.
We got to put that in the budget.
Here's Cohen between the rings.
Ooh.
Offensive foul, Carter. That's his second. Illegal screen.
You know what I love? What I love about basketball, when you get a call against it, everybody looks at the ref like, "Who, me? It couldn't have been me."
Carter Ingersoll. I don't know if you guys can see this. Nice young man. In warm-ups, he was nice, and his complexion was fine. Look at the drive off the window, no good. He's got out here. He's playing. He's intense. He is red as a beet.
I'm telling you.
I mean, he is red.
He is a deep shade of red.
Kick it out. Simonson steps into a three. Off the left mark, no good. Ingersoll on the glass. Ingersoll up and in.
There you go.
Carter Ingersoll. He has been doing that work on the offensive glass. He has 6 points, all of them off of offensive rebound and putbacks.
You got to love a player like that. He goes, hey, you don't have to draw up a set for me. I'm going to go and get what a shot right there. Okay.
Joseph, no good. Yeah, you don't call no plays for him. That's what we call hard hat lunch pail. Cohen to Simonson, a three, in and out, no. Rebound comes down to Ethan Smith, 19-12, 5:10 to go. Second quarter, Smith gonna drive. He's only taking one shot, picked up the dribble. Cross court, Ingersoll tipped it. Joseph in that corner, now passes it out, tip, and out of bounds. No, it was not tipped. Coach Whitehart was right here and saw it, that it was gonna be the Etowah Eagles basketball. Coach Whitehart in his second game, first season here at Etowah, formerly at Buford, and had great success there.
Didn't Buford just build a new
Buford builds something new every week.
I would say gym, but I'm more likely to say arena.
Arena?
Whatever's over there at Buford.
Well, you know about Dorman's arena.
Yeah, I do know about Dorman. Dorman, the University of Dorman.
There you go, University of Buford.
I'm telling you.
Here comes Rowan. Buford right up the road from here. Rowan, catch, fire, a three, kaboom. He's hit 3 threes, and he's coming on top. He's warming to the task. 19-15, 13-point lead down to 4 now. Etowah shot out to a 13-0 lead. Coach Gardner had to burn 2 30-second timeouts. Baldwin down the lane off the window. Good. Julian Baldwin with 8 points.
Have North Gwinnett scored a regular field goal?
They do not have a 2-point field goal. No. All 5 of their field goals have been from beyond the arc. You went to school in South Carolina, right? Let me help you. 5 times 3, that's 15.
Well, I saw the 15, and, you know, I divided in my head and said, okay.
Just messing with you. Rowan, another 3. Oh. Bang, bang, bang. Give me the hot sauce. Give me the hot sauce.
He's feeling it right
Give me
now.
the hot sauce. That's 6 threes. Cam Rowan has 4 of them. Mikey Joseph got the other 2 over there in that right corner. A turnover by Etowah. Substitutions now. Cam Hickey comes in. I apologize.
I'm willing to guarantee you this trip down the court, Cam Rowland shoots a 3.
We'll see
he puts it up. I'm willing to guarantee you right now he puts it up. He may dribble down court, look to the left, look to the right, and shoot a 3. He's feeling it right now.
I was sharing my notes with you. You saw what I put right there, right? Feels it up.
Feels it up.
There you go. And he is filling it up right there.
Look out. What did I tell you?
Puller, a 3.
What did I tell you?
No good. Hey, heat check. I ain't wrong. I'm not mad at it.
It was a heat check. I knew he was going to do it.
Here comes Eder. Eder now picked up the dribble. Goodson is on Cohen. Cohen's got to attack, use that size advantage. There's a jumper by Cohen, no good. Ethan Smith fighting for the rebound. No, Cam Rowan has came to life here in this
What did I say?
second quarter.
I'm surprised he passed it off to start the playoff, to be honest with you. You know, when you're feeling it like that, I can't even get mad at you for shooting it up.
Oh, a foul. Well, be careful. Uh-oh, Grayson True. He got up like he was going to do something. Let's see. Taylor Goodson has checked into the game. I'm sorry about that. Grayson True picks up the foul, his first in the team's 6th. North Gwinnett trailed at 1 point, 13-0. In the corner, Rowland has it. Rowland gonna go baseline, tried to reverse it, no. Eder with the block, he fell down, it went out of bounds off of Rowan, and it will go to Etowah. So, you know, it's interesting now with Rowan getting off to the heat check start that he has. Just think if Ethan Smith now gets warm. And he's only taken 1 shot, and he kind of had to rush that one because of the end of the quarter.
And, you know, right now I think Cam is benefiting from the fact that they're concentrating so hard.
There's Smith in the corner. No. Shot it long. Cohen with the rebound. Cohen in transition. Cohen going to drive. Cohen off the Hickey. Layup good. Cam Hickey with his first field goal. Give Cohen the assist. They push the lead back out to 5 with 2:26 to go. Rowan now over to Goodson. Goodson hold it. Worked on by Eder. Woodson gonna go, kick it back. There's a pass. They chased it down. Rowan, good hustle, out of bounds, off North Gwinnett. Like it right there. 23-18. Told Coach Whitehart told Cohen, do not let him beat you to the loose ball. You go get it. So here's True as they get ready to set up that offense. Down to True, to Hickey. Hickey faked the pass, he traveled. Walk right down the lane and walk right down the hallway. A turnover, 23-18 with 2:05 to go. So here's Rowan. Rowan will walk up the floor, crossing the timeline. He's got 12 points, all of them from beyond the arc. North Gwinnett still without a 2-point field goal and have cut a 13-point deficit down to 3. Downs to Mikey Joseph. Joseph gonna drive baseline. Smith in that right corner, 3-ball short.
Oh.
No good. Rebound gonna come down, and here is Simonson. Lewis Simonson running it with it over to Cohen. Cohen still yet to score in this first half. 90 seconds to go in the half. He'll peel it back out between the rings, gets a screen from Hickey, swings it to the corner. Simonson pump fake, back out top to True. Good ball movement to Jackson Eder. Eder a 3, off the front iron, no good. Rowan gets the rebound for North Gwinnett. Up ahead to Goodson. Goodson gonna go. Tyler Goodson all the way. Layup,
yes, sir.
offensive foul.
Yes, sir. He took the charge. That's how you take one for the team.
Second team foul. Tyler Goodson picks up his first. 75 seconds, less than that now. A three out of the corner. No good. Trying to get the tip. No. Look at that. Josh Downs out of the guard spot, rebounding amongst the trees. Gets it up ahead to Goodson. Goodson to Downs. Downs to Ethan. Caught it in transition. A three. It's good. Ethan Smith, a three ball.
Sooner or later, a shooter's going to score. You know, sooner or later, a shooter's going to score. If you put enough of them up, something's bound to fall.
You want to talk about living by the long ball. 7 made field goals. All of them are threes. Dumped it off. Cohen, reverse, put it up. No. Got his own rebound. Tip out of bounds. It will stay with Etowah.
You got to go up strong. You got to go up strong. No need to pump fake. No need to come back around. You go up strong. You take that power dribble, and then you go up with a two-hand dunk. That's what you got to do if you're down there on that block.
30 and 9/10 seconds. Cohen will take it out. Baseline out of bounds. Pass in to Hickey. Hickey tried to save it. Saved it right to Joseph. Mikey Joseph going to bring it up now. Picked up by Nagy. Over to Smith. Smith to Downs. Downs going to hesitate. Drive all the way out of control. Offensive foul. He tucked that thing away like a running back. Where's Lovelace? Where's the North Gwinnett running back, Ryan Lovelace? Obviously, Josh Downs has been watching some film of him where he tucked that ball and went right down the middle.
Lowered his shoulder. Good form, too.
And a timeout has been called. Let's see. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 20 and 3/10 seconds. Etowah had a 13-0 lead. North Gwinnett has been shooting threes to get back in it and now have it down to 2. It's 23-21. No 2-point field goals so far in this first half for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Cameron Rowan with 12, Mikey Joseph with 6, Ethan Smith with 3. And that's 7 made three-pointers all in the first half. Ethan Smith banged home 6 made threes yesterday.
You know, that's the funny thing about ball now. You know, everybody can shoot the three. Everybody wants to shoot the three. I don't know how I feel about that, man. You know, I love to watch it go in, but it's like some teams just rely too much on that three-pointer.
Yeah.
You live and die by it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's not going to say.
Against Central Gwinnett, Ethan Smith had 6 three-pointers. North Gwinnett had 9 as a team. There's a steal. Up ahead to Smith behind the back. The Mayfield layup good. The first 2-point hoop.
Reward the big man for coming down the lane.
Look at that.
Reward the big man.
23-23 at the half. And it was the long ball that I guess kept North Gwinnett in it. We'll take this time out right here. You're watching the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on the SUVtv.com.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker. Unleash your game. Automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. But they told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play. The defining moment of your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
It always comes a breaking point in everything that you do. But here's what the great ones do when the breaking point comes. Everybody loves the game. When it's tight, when everything is going well, you hit shots, but it gets to a certain point where it's the breaking point, meaning at a certain point, somebody is going to retreat and not want it so much, and somebody is going to say, this is why I play the game of basketball. For everybody.
Usain, you're gonna be late!
No worries, Mama!
Hey, wait! You forgot your lunch!
Oh, that boy. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Whoa! Oh, excuse me.
Yo!
Sorry about that.
Hey, boy! What's the matter with you?
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late.
Huh?
Bye. Bye-bye.
The boy score fire!
Five laps, 10 sprints.
Whoa.
Yes! Right on time. No worries.
Okay, lunchtime. Everyone outside.
Oh man, lunch.
You're saying, right? You know, I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this. You want it? Yeah. Okay, then. It's yours. If you can beat him in a race.
Race? Him?
Come on, just from here to that tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Yes! I just beat him! I'll win. I'll win.
Okay. Okay. Here's your lunch track star. You know you're good, but if you want to be great, you're gonna have to take this more seriously.
Here comes a teenage sensation, Usain Bolt, speeding down the stretch. Oh my God, look at this kid!
Usain Bolt is on his way. The other men are trying to follow as best they can. Nobody.
This youngster is absolutely incredible. Takes the lead to finish line. He's done it again. He wins again. He wins.
What's the matter, Usain?
What if I don't win?
What if you don't win? Since when did you become so serious, boy?
Don't make me go there, Mama, please.
Look at yourself, Usain. You're worried about the big race, worried about the big crowd out there. So many worries on your mind that you forgot which shoe goes on which foot. Maybe you forgot who you are too. The boy I know has no worries, because all worries ever do is weigh you down. Usain, you have to remember, you can always go faster when you keep it light. You see?
Okay. No worries, Mama.
We welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School. The second half underway between Etowah and North Gwinnett in the nightcap and final game of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic.
That was a solid pick right there. Solid pick from Lewis Simonson.
Etowah in the gray, the Jordan brand jerseys, and North Gwinnett in the white and the Nike jerseys. Shot no good, and Ethan Smith comes away with it. Cameron Rowland, Ethan Smith, Tyler Goodson, Brandon Mayfield, and Mikey Joseph, the five on the floor for the North Gwinnett Bulldogs. Julian Baldwin, Adrian Cohen, Jackson Etter, Lewis Simonson floor to start the second half for the Etowah Eagles, and a turnover by North Gwinnett.
I think the refs might have a hot date or something tonight, man. They're letting them play out there. Refs in a rush, ready to go home. Been a long tournament or something. I don't know what's going on.
They're only doing 2 games. Cohen gonna drive all the way through and dunked it home with the left hand. His first 2. Adrian Cohen just drove right down the lane and sent it home.
Shows absolutely no respect.
25-23, 6:51 to go. Swinging around, there's Joseph. Joseph pass deflected off of an Etowah player and out of bounds. Time for our assistant basketball coach instant replay. Adrian Cohen and Coach Whitehart was calling for the foul, but then you'll see him come down the lane and dunk that home with the left hand. Shot no good by North Gwinnett. Baldwin got the rebound, and now here comes Etowah back this way. Cohen in the left corner, a 3. It's good. He is warming up now, Adrian Cohen. Now, he did this yesterday, and that's the thing that Coach Whitehart had talked about is the consistency of Adrian Cohen. Could he be consistent? He was held scoreless in the first half today and yesterday against Cedar. Shows Mahaffey 1-1, Brandon Maffey.
And you know what I liked about Maffey right there? He used his body. He used that wide frame of his to clear out and lay it up off the backboard. Nobody's jumping over his back and blocking it. You know, hey, that's how you use your body, big man.
Clock is still running. We just lost about 5 seconds.
I told you, somebody's got a date tonight. I'm telling you, man. They're ready to go home.
Free throw is no good. $13 games total in the Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic. A deep three, good. Lewis Simonson stepped back and a deep three. All right, we've got a timeout. I'm going to check on.
They're going to correct the foul, I think. They credited the foul to number 11. I think the foul was on 22. Or the other way around.
I don't think they want the foul on 22. That'll be Carter Ingersoll's third.
22 or 11? What is it? Who is it on? 22 or 11? No, the foul.
Trying to figure out the foul.
Yeah, I mean, that's important because Carter Ingersoll, he has 2. The foul was on Jackson Etter, his second. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Baldwin.
Maffey, that's a little bit too far out for him right there. I like to see him just work underneath the basket.
Baldwin coming to try to give Cohen the screen. He didn't use it. Kicked it back to Baldwin at the top. Simonson a deep three. Good.
Yes,
Kaboom.
Yes, sir.
He has 3 threes in the contest. And now they push the lead out to 9, 34-25. Now a fast start to the third quarter just as Etowah started the first half. Ball on the ground, Ingersoll fight for it. Ingersoll gonna come away with the steal. Gives it to Simonson with 4:44 to go third quarter. Gets it up ahead to Etter. Jackson Etter gonna hesitate. Worked on by Tyler Goodson. Tried to feed it in, it's a steal. Tried to go to Ingersoll. And Brandon Maffey got the steal, and now a blocking foul call.
I thought he drew it. I thought he drew the charge, but hey.
It's going to be on Simonson. Going to be his second, and his first in the team second. Oh, Nick Nagy is into the contest. Nope, Simonson's going to stay in, going to take Jackson Etter out. Swings it over. There's Mikey Joseph. Joseph now with the pass to Goodson. Goodson popped out to Josh Downs. Downs put it on the floor now over to Goodyear. Goodson driving, no. Rebound tip, almost going in the basket. Cohen going to come away with it for Etowah. Cohen with the right-hand dribble all the way. There he is, a long three. Good.
Yes, sir.
He's hit 3 of them in a row. A heat check. Lewis Simonson is bombing away. It's 37-25. A 12-point lead coming up on 4 to go third quarter. There's Joseph. Joseph puts it on the floor. There's Downs. Downs has it. Now passes it to Joseph. Joseph to Ethan Smith. Stop. Pulls a 3. Ethan, front iron, no. Goodson, offensive rebound. Flipped it up and in. And a timeout call quickly by Coach Matt Garner. Now, he went burning and blowing through timeouts in that first half to settle them boys down. He's going to call a timeout now. It is a full timeout with 3:43 to go. 37-27, Etowah with the quick push, and they've done it behind the long ball action of Lewis Simonson. Simonson with 3 threes in the quarter, and then Cohen with the 3, and then that ferocious dunk, his first points of the night.
What does he have, 4 or 5? No, he just has 3.
Just has 3. Only has 3 points. Has not shot the ball enough. I can count 3 shots.
No, but the thing is, the 3 shots that he took were 3 bad shots.
Yeah, he had to force one at the clock and force one over here, missed that one, and then he came up short right here in this wing. Those are 3 that I can count. 10-point Etowah lead, 37-27. Glad that you are with us here on the SUVtv.com. It'll be Josh Downs, Smith, Ryan Smith and Ethan Smith out there, Tyler Goodson, and Mikey Joseph.
Guess it goes to show you that all shooters have that bad night.
I'm not going to say it's a bad night. The 3 shots. Come on, Slide.
You're a shooter, you got to put it up, man. You got to create your shot. You have to create.
Well, no. Ho.
You have to put it up.
Ho. Creating your shot and put Kyle Corbin created his shot a day of his career.
Kyle Corbin isn't the leader of his team.
A 3-ball right there from Adrian Cohen.
Ethan Smith is the leader. He's the senior leader, senior captain of this team. He has to assert himself.
That don't mean he can create his shot, though.
He has to assert himself. He's a nice ball handler. He has to run, find his way off of
roll action right there. Smith blew the layup. Joseph got the rebound and put it back in. Second chance points and offensive rebound.
Simonson one more time.
No, heat check.
Yeah,
rebound, Ingersoll up and in good. He has been all over the offensive glass. Carter Ingersoll has 8 points. 8 points. I know he got 4 rebounds because he's had 4 offensive rebound and putbacks. 42-29. Joseph tried the bad angle on the pass. Smith saves it. Josh Downs in the corner, a 3. Short, no. Rebound hit the floor. Here comes Nick Nagy. Nagy earning on the break.
Oh, nice defense.
Yes, and then he stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Tyler Goodson with good defense.
You know, Goodson's just in the 10th grade, but he's just a guy who has an instinct for the basketball. You remember that play down there where he jumped up and got the rebound and just tapped it right back in? You know, he just has an instinct to be where the ball is.
Cohen will be inbounding it. Rowan is back in the game, and he's going to pick up a foul quickly. Cameron Rowley his first, the team's first.
Rowan's been quiet this quarter.
Yeah, after bombing in 3 threes in that second quarter, he had 4 threes on the night for 12 points. Inbound to Baldwin over to Ingersoll. Ingersoll elbow jumper, no good. Cam from the rebounding spot, rebound from the guard spot. Long lead pass too far, tipped out of bounds, and it will stay down on this end with.
I don't think that's
with Etowah. No, excuse me, North Gwinnett.
Now look at that. They're playing with their back to the basket. Throw it off his back. Throw it off his back right now. You never play with your back to the ball right there when he's on the out of bounds.
On the baseline out of bounds play, yep.
Throw it right off his back hip and score.
Rowan drove, lost it. Smith was in the corner, but the layup good by Brandon Mayfield. Murphy with that hoop. And now here comes Cam Hickey to the scorer's table, and then Tyler Goodson coming back to the scorer's table. Goes around the screen. Now here's Cohen driving, kicks it in the corner.
Simonson.
Catch, fire, Simonson, a 3, short, no, tip, Ingersoll, and Mayfield fight for the rebound. Mayfield came away with it. Now here's Ian Smith. There's Cam Rowan. Rowan now. Gonna dip.
Nice.
Oh, nice, beautiful pass, and one.
The big man continues running down the court. You gotta like that.
Yes, rewarding the big man, but I like the pass from Mikey Joseph. Talk about a dime drop. There it is with 1:36 to go.
You know, Joseph, he's hit a couple of threes out of that corner, and that time he decided to pass it to the big man cutting through the middle of the lane. Beautiful.
Brandon Maffey now with a chance to complete the 3-point play. 1:36 to go. Free throw. Back iron. No. Rebound. Cam Hickey skies for it. Unable to complete the 3-point play. Still, though, 6 points in the quarter, 8 in the game.
Nice lay-in.
Nice drive. Good. Cam Hickey. (44-43), 34-33. Excuse me. It's game 13, isn't it? Okay, yeah. A 3-ball, Rowan, it's off, no good. Rebound, Mayfield goes up, no tip, fought for it. Cohen gonna come away with it for the Etowah Eagles, 63 seconds to go. Being worked on by Rowan, gonna go all the way, and a foul on Rowan on the pass. And that's his second foul and the team's second foul. Just under a minute, 59 and 17 seconds. Josh Downs has been instructed to leave the ball game because his shorts weren't tied.
You got to be kidding me.
That's where you see what's happening. And now here comes Mikey Joseph into the game.
Wow.
Bounces over now. Swing it to the top to Cohen. Good job by Goodson to cut off that pass. Ethan Smith got his hands in the passing lane and got the steal. Smith now over to Rowan. I would not let him step into that.
Yeah.
Rowan drives, puts it up high, in and out, wouldn't fall. Rebound comes down to Baldwin. Julian Baldwin now up ahead. Somebody sitting in the corner lunching. A three, good.
Beautiful.
Adrian Cohen, a three ball. The threes have been flying today. Push the lead out to 14, 47-33. North Gwinnett has managed only 10 points in this quarter. A long three, in and out, no. So Smith is cold.
That's a great box out. Great box out right there by Cam Hickey. Cam Hickey, he got position, set up his wide base and just boxed out. And that's all you need to do in basketball.
Yeah, and he caused the problem for Mikey Joseph. Cam Hickey's favorite movie is Menace to Society. So he might be menacing the society of Mikey Joseph when it comes down in there.
Okay, say the one-liners. I'll handle those folks.
And remember now, there's a steal. Nick Nagy's going to come away with it. Gets it up ahead. Baldwin, ooh, foul, intentional.
He did kind of go after the ball, you know. He's not a high flyer, so he went after the ball, you know.
Intentional foul has been called on Brandon Monson.
I'll take that. I'll take that. The big man went after the ball. He just can't jump as high as everybody else, you know. He went after the ball. The world has gotten too soft.
It was a hard foul. I don't know if it was an intentional foul. We take a look here at our assistant basketball coach. It's the replay. Ball don't lie.
Didn't we just watch the Kevin McHale, Kurt Rambis foul about 3 seconds ago?
Yeah, we did. You know what? Looking at the replay again, I'm going to say it's okay. Yeah, that was an intentional foul because of the manner in which he whacked him pretty good, and he didn't get the ball first. Both free throws, though, are no good with 1.1 second. It's intentional foul, 2 shots and the ball, so Etowah will get the ball back. 1 and 1/10 seconds.
The ball don't lie.
They don't. The ball don't lie. And I'm a firm believer in that. And, you know, they say the ball don't lie, and they say ball don't talk either.
My goodness.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little street justice, a little playground justice, a little backyard justice. He's Sylvester Williams. I'm Joel Hillsman here at the end of the third quarter, 1 and 1/10 second. So Etowah had 2 free throws on the ball. And there's Brandon. He's trying to explain it.
He's still pleading his case.
Yeah, I would plead it too.
I can say I don't think that's an intention. I just think he just couldn't jump as high as everybody else. You know, that's all. I think he was going after the ball. And just he's a big guy.
3, Lewis Simonson to beat the horn on the side baseline, out of bound play to end the third quarter. It has been a 3-ball show. We head to the fourth quarter. Etowah 50. North Gwinnett 33.
Lewis Simonson. So sweet, man. So sweet.
The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUVtv. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain. Great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker. Unleash your game. Automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Health
And for the fourth and final quarter of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, Joel Hillsman Sylvester Williams, and now joined by Brandon Clay. There's Ethan Smith, a corner three, no good. He's been struggling today with the range. Baldwin gets the rebound, and Brandon, you're seeing a three-point barrage from both sides.
I thought that.
I thought right on cue for Etowah. They've been able to make shots late in that third quarter. North cut it, gave them a little push, and it seemed like they hit 4 threes there in that last 3-minute spurt and really got North off balance. And you're seeing now even a three to start the fourth quarter, North forcing the issue a little bit, not really going the way you would expect it to go for them.
20-point ball game at the moment. And North Gwinnett in that first half, 7 of their 8 field goals were threes, and an offensive foul on Cohen. Did not like it, and Cohen, be careful or he'll get a technical. Well, Whiteheart didn't like it.
I was about to say, that's the last thing. If you're Etowah, that's the last thing you want to do right now is give North Gwinnett a chance to get momentum at the free throw line. You put a great run together to close out the third, to start the fourth. You want to go ahead and close this thing down and send the people home with about 3 minutes to go.
6:47 to go. Smith will be inbounding it, and he waves Downs into the backcourt. 20-point ball game. Etowah shot out to a 13-0 lead. North Gwinnett fought back to tie it at the half, but then only put up 10 points in that third quarter. There's Ethan Smith. Good. There he is. A 3-ball Ethan Smith, his second one of the contest.
Finally Ethan Smith is getting out there on the board. You know, hey, 6.5 minutes to go in this ball game. If North Gwinnett wants any chance of winning, Ethan Smith has to get hot. He has to show up at least.
Yeah, they're going to need one more. You know, obviously Smith, and then whether it's Roland, whether it's Joseph, somebody else is going to have to make a couple of plays.
Ball went down low.
And they got to get some stops.
Baldwin now with 10. Played very well. You saw a slight change in the starting lineup. Cam Hickey went to the bench, and Carter Ingersoll came in.
Nice,
Ingersoll
up and
with
under.
8 points. Good move, Tyler Goodson. Ingersoll with 8 points in this contest, Brandon. That's 4 field goals. All 4 field goals were offensive rebounds.
There's something to be said for people who don't need sets to be run for them. Kenneth Fairreed is the best example I can think of in the modern-day NBA.
Simonson, one more time. He's still on fire.
That's awesome.
He's still on fire. He hadn't calmed down. The quarter or a timeout, nothing. That kid's still hot.
5:31 to go. Yeah, he is deadly hot. He has hit 6 threes in the contest. And Coach Matt Garner is upset because he felt like Cohen elbowed Tyler Goodson.
And it's awesome. Both coaches, both Whiteheart and Garner, jockeying for position of calls here. Score not a factor in terms of the way that they're going hard.
Down shot is no good. Rebound off to the side, and that's Jackson Etter. Etter long lead pass to Hickey. Hickey takes it. Lost it to Brian Maffey. Maffey now gives it over to Downs. Downs up ahead to Roland. Roland with the right-hand dribble. He got a bump from Lewis Simonson. Cross-court pass, dangerous. Ethan caught it in the corner as Mikey Johnson missed him. Roland puts it on the floor across the lane.
Bad
Too
pass.
low. Yeah.
Bad pass up under there.
58-38, 4:52 to go.
And you watch North Gwinnett's offense kind of sputter the last 5 minutes. Obviously, you have the Smith bucket there, the 3 a minute ago. Tyler just scored a second ago, but they've really struggled to hit a rhythm while Etowah has been on fire.
And now Ethan Smith is trying to warm to the task. He dropped in a 3, but North Gwinnett cannot continue to live and die by the 3-ball.
As soon as I was about to say he's forcing it, he knocked it down.
Well, at this point, you got to get some stops, and you're going to have to force a couple of possessions. You know, there's no way you're going to get 12 to 15 clean field goal attempts here. Something's going to have to get forced in order for you to get back. You just got to hope he's feeling it and then it goes in.
Here's Smith. Smith led it over for Downs. Mikey in the corner, a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Mahaffey puts it up. No. Rebound, Maffey, up ahead to Cohen. Cohen now over to Hickey. Big layup, good. Cameron Hickey from Adrian Cohen. And a timeout is called with 4:07 to go. 60-41, the SUVtv.com. You could. All right, welcome you back into North Gwinnett High School. 60-41, Joel Hillsman, Sylvester Williams, and we've been joined by Brandon Clay here in this fourth quarter. So 13 games, 3 days, another successful Jared Cook Classic. What have you seen with your basketball evaluation eyes over the last 3 days?
I'm going to make this really, really simple. I've seen some shooting performances like Etowah is putting on right now. Green Force is good. The Q is really young. They got a ton of guards. They're going to be pretty good. North Gwinnett is good when Smith and Rowland make shots. You know, when they struggle to make shots, they struggle offensively. I think that's going to be a theme for them all season long. Brookwood's got 2 really good guards in Bubba and Trey. And when Bubba and Trey score and they find a way to get a third person, that'll be the X factor for them is can they get a third person to come along with them and score it. You know, BJ's going to do a good job there with Mountain View. They've got to continue, obviously, to grow, but I had a chance to actually watch that broadcast earlier. He just coaches those kids so hard. They're going to be okay. But, you know, really the biggest takeaway, that's a great block. Yes. That's just a great block. But Green Force is really good, man.
Yeah, yes. And I'm glad you brought Green Forest up. I enlightened Sylvester on Green Forest's schedule. He didn't believe that the schedule when I dropped that on him.
Any and everybody, man. Them, Wheeler, Norcross. I mean, there are 4 teams in the state this year that literally, Pepperbrook, any and everybody that can be played, those 4 people are playing them, and it's absolutely fantastic.
But then it's Bishop McNamara.
Yeah.
Roselle Catholic, IMG, going to the Bass Pro Tournament in Springfield.
I'm telling you, all 4 of those teams are playing just an absolutely ridiculous schedule. When you look at the caliber of teams and the diversity of teams that they're playing, and then you toss in that Wheeler-Pepperbrook matchup on ESPN there to close out the year in early February. I believe that's a 5:30 tip, man. It's just fantastic, you know, and it says a lot about our state and where we've come. And like I said, I was fortunate enough to be around for Deion Glover and Jermaine Jones and Lewis Williams and Dwight Howard and Josh Smith. And that grouping of guys really took basketball in the state and made it important. You know, and before then it was football dominated by a wide margin in the popular and the electoral college, man. It wasn't even close. You know, those guys really helped close the gap. And Ethan Smith's doing the best he can to close the gap here.
Yeah, it sure is. They're down 18. It's a long hole, but at the rate they've shot the long ball, who knows right now, and they're pressing. And a timeout called by Etowah and head coach Alan Whiteheart.
You know, it's funny. You were talking about closing the gap between football and basketball. And, you know, I'm not from Georgia. I'm from South Carolina. And everybody knows Georgia has these great football athletes, But this year and the past couple of years doing these broadcasts with SUV, I'm seeing all this talent that comes out of Georgia. And I'm like, wow, I see that gap closing. I see that football gap closing with the talent that Georgia has, man. And to have 4 teams ranked in the top 30 in every national publication they have in America. They have 4 teams, and 3 of them play in the same region.
No question. When you look at the NBA, you know, obviously the NBA is littered with players from here inside the state, right? So, you know, there's no surprise. And we talked about this the other day with Jasmine Jenkins on the air. The type of competition that these young men and young women get from the ages of 10, 11, and 12. Every single weekend they're playing each other. You might as well consider really Knoxville, Tennessee, all the way down, Charlotte, North Carolina down, and Orlando, Florida up as part of Atlanta Metro as basketball. You know, because those kids are always playing each other on what seemingly a weekly basis, starting at the age of 10 and 11, and it shows up as they get a little bit older, and now kids are coming from different areas. They haven't had this type of competition. They don't have high school games broadcast and streamed live. They don't have these types of resources in other pockets of the country.
Long skip pass over to Lewis Simonson. 2.5 to go. Etowah trying to use on some clock now. Foul on Cameron Rowland. And I'm glad you guys are bringing that up. But you don't have to get me on my soapbox about how high school basketball and the basketball talent in the state of Georgia, when the basketball world is respected, I mean that fringe outside of it, you mentioned the NBA, I sit here and I look at it, I think the number is, don't quote me, I forgot it, but it's around 13% of players from Georgia, maybe a little higher than that. I think it's 40 or 450, whatever that percentage is. I'm not good at math unless it's 2s and 3s. But it's just, you always look around. I told someone the other day Jay Crowder scored a hoop, and I was like, Villa Rica, and they're like, Villa Rica? I'm like, yes, Jay Crowder's from Villa Rica. That's news to them, but it's just goes to show it's deep.
Jay Crowder, Jody Meeks, a guy like Tim Quarterman. You know what I mean? They're just all over the league. You've got guys later, Lou Williams, still getting buckets out in LA.
You look at Jalen Brown.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing, right?
2 years ago, winning a state championship.
Malik Beasley.
Yep.
I mean, see, we just continue to drop them off, and while we're doing that, I'm going to give the love to the women's game, especially with what Diamond's got coming up, and Taya and
Kayla Davis is rolling. Plenty of talent, man.
Doing. Peyton Whitten played in this gym.
Some girl named Maya Moore, she was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
She was all right.
She's the best walking female basketball player on this earth right now.
Oh, good play there by Rowland.
Yeah, tried to get the rebound. Smith, hard hat muscle.
She is the best until Audrey Wilson graduates.
Until who?
Audrey Wilson graduates. Wilson graduates.
No.
South Carolina Gamecocks will always be the best.
I know who you're talking about.
No matter what, South Carolina Gamecocks will always be the best.
Well, the Clemson Tigers going to cook y'all for Thanksgiving this week, so it's all good.
Right now, we're concentrating on women's basketball.
Yeah, we are. But, I mean, you sitting there with all that jaded South Carolina stuff over there.
We're concentrating on women's basketball right now.
Yeah, Dawn Staley is nice. I love it. Tiffany Mitchell,
she's out of Atlanta. She's out of Georgia.
Well, Charlotte, but again, she's in that pipeline. She played with all those kids. To my point earlier about that being considered Metro Atlanta by default, she played on an Atlanta-based club team, and she did all those things. So, yeah, we can claim her, too. The North Carolina wants to share. I don't think we're going to be able to get her outright, but we can definitely claim her, that's for sure.
That whole little strat, that's a good analogy to give from Knoxville to Orlando to Charlotte. And you might be able to start sprinkling in Birmingham pretty soon.
They've done a great job of getting out and making their players more visible, and you're seeing that now with a Herb Jones, with a John Petty, and that kind of deal. And it only helps the guys on the floor here for them to be able to see better talent.
Let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you two guys a question. You, especially you being a guy from Athens, when does all this Georgia talent transfer to UGA or GT?
Well, look at Duke. Look at North Carolina. They don't win with those kids in state. It's hard to keep kids in state.
It is.
There's not a college program. Kansas doesn't have kids in state. Villanova doesn't win with, Villanova area kids. You don't win most of the time with kids that are within 30 minutes of your campus, an hour of your campus. It's not how it goes.
Tough a deal. I was actually still shot with Rashad Hammond. 3-ball, good.
But I think a program like Duke, they get, if you're the best player in North Carolina, they'll get you. North Carolina, they'll get you if you're the best. Brandon Ingram, who's the other guy?
He wanted to be a Carolina guy, and he went to Duke, so I have no love for him. It's Dukies, there's something about the Dukies.
But it's like,
I don't count Kyrie though.
It just seems like UGA and Georgia Tech just cannot get that.
That's a Southern Georgia thing.
I don't know, man.
Even when Tech was in the national championship, they did that with Muhammad, with Ed Nelson. They did that with guys that were not locally based guys. So
Dennis Scott, Kenny Anderson with the triple threat, Brian Oliver, those aren't Georgia guys.
But that's my question. Why can't they get a Georgia guy?
Nobody is.
Basketball in North Carolina is king.
Yes.
Basketball in North Carolina is king. Basketball is not king in Georgia.
Yes.
It's not.
Yeah.
Kentucky is the same way, but with the states in which basketball is king, when there are good basketball players, they stay and play at home.
Gotcha. I learn something every day hanging around with you, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I got a lot of time in the office to think, man.
But I've always known it, and I'll just bluntly say it that Brandon won't say Georgia don't put their stuff in the basketball.
Speaking of putting their stuff in the basketball,
Georgia football. If they would have put their stuff in the basketball, they'd have been in the Final Four in 2003, and that stuff with Jim Herrick would have went on somewhere else. They don't put their stuff in the basketball.
What about across the state line? It seems like Alabama might want to make Alabama or Auburn's making a commitment.
That's
Avery Johnson and Bruce Pearl are fantastic.
They're different coaches, different style coaches. 65-49, Etowah comes out of here and gets their first win of the season. Thank Brandon Clay for coming in. And then, as always, Sly, it's always fun working with you, boy. You take everything to left field and bring it back some kind of way. 65-49, they shut their scoreboard off really quick. Listen, guys, we'd like to thank all of you guys for tuning in to the 3-day coverage here on SUVtv of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. There's more coming up on SUVtv this week. And remember, beginning Friday, we'll be over at Hoopsgiving. Happy Hoopsgiving at Holy Innocents High School. The lineup is on thesuvtv.com. It is going to be an outstanding 2 days over there at Holiday Hoopsgiving. I'll be there. Sly, you coming through?
I will be there.
You will be there. He will be there.
Shout out to my people out of Tampa, Florida, Oldsmar Christian. I'm waiting on Oldsmar. That's a high-flying team down there in Tampa, the Tampa Bay area, Oldsmar.
Yep, and got some girls action too. Holy Innocents and McKeecher, they play there as well. So the lineup is on thesuvtv.com. I'm Joel Hillsman. He's Sly Williams, Marcus Burnett, Lisa Burnett, Brandon Clay. We thank you for watching the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic.
What about our camera one? We gotta give my buddy some props up there.
Tania told me she don't know you.
That's my buddy. She's fired. She's
it.
fired. This is her last time. Any misplays during the game, blame it on Tania Woody. Send it to her at her Twitter account.
All right. On that note, we thank you again for 3 days of coverage here at the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. For Lisa Burnett, Marcus Burnett, Sylvester Williams, and Brandon Clay, I'm Joel Hillsman. We'll see you down the road right here on the SUVtv.com.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.